Good morning, second grade. This is our math video. This is lesson number 3, I believe. Today, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be learning how to tell time. You might already know how to do that, but we're going to either review or we're going to learn something new today. So let's begin. Right now, after I tell you what to get, I want you to put pause and go get the things that I'm going to ask you to get from your binder. You are going to need your math meeting sheet. You are going to need your calendar and your weather graph. What are you going to need? You're going to need your math meeting sheet, your weather graph, and your calendar. So go ahead and put pause and go get those. Thank you for going and getting those pages. So let's begin. Let's start with your math meeting sheet. Go ahead and take it out if it's in a sleeve. If it's not in a sleeve, don't worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. If Miss Santana is going too fast, go ahead and pause it. So then that way you can catch up. Okay. Here we go. I'd already started on this. Okay. Today's date is September 9th, 2020. How do I know that? I'm going to look at my calendar. Today is Wednesday. It's not the 2nd, so it must be the 9th, right? Okay. So go ahead and fill that in. September 9th, 2020. Remember, you must write out the whole month. If you are having trouble spelling it, go ahead and look at your calendar. It gives you the right spelling. So go ahead and write that. If you need a little bit more time, you can go ahead and put pause right now so that you can copy that down. Okay, let's go on. There are how many more days until October? Well, let's look at our calendar. Let's count. Today is the 9th. We always start with the next day. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There are 22 more days until until October. So let's go ahead and write 22. Make sure that this is in your best handwriting. When you turn this in, if it is not in your best handwriting, I will give you another piece of paper just like that and you will write it again. So it's very important that you're writing it in your best handwriting. Let me repeat that. If this is not your best work and it is sloppy, when you turn this in, next packet pickup, I will give you another sheet and you will copy it down until it looks like your best work. Okay, let's continue. What's the pattern for today? The pattern for today is this. Okay, finish the pattern. Give you some time. If you need more time writing it down because you're writing it in your best handwriting, go ahead and put pause right now so that you can copy it down. If you've copied it down already, let's continue. So let's see what the pattern is. Triangle, 2, triangle, 4, triangle, 6. So what do you think is going to be next? So the pattern I see is that they're all triangles. So I'm assuming this is going to be a triangle as well. And the numbers keep on going up by 2. So I think this spot is going to be, let's count, 2, 4, 6, 8. How many of you got that right? Good job. If you didn't get that right, that's okay. We'll keep on practicing. Practice makes perfect, right? For the money part, we are not worrying about that. So you can go ahead and cross it off because we are not going to be doing that today. The clock. What time is it? Right now, it is 6, for me, it is 6:25 in the morning. That's early, isn't it? I don't know what time it is for you. You can go ahead and write down the time when you're doing this. So right now, for me, it's 6:25 in the morning. But if for you, it's a little bit later, you can write in that time. Okay. We will eat lunch today at noon, which is also 12 p.m. 3 number sentences for today's number are, I know it says 3, and you might be confused because there are only 2 lines. The printer did something weird. So guess what we're going to do? We're just going to make another line at the bottom for today. So 3 number sentences for today's number are, the number I'm going to give you is 0. So I want you to make 3 number sentences for the number 0. So your number sentences might look different, but for me today, I am going to write 0 plus 4 equals 4. 0 plus 10 equals 10. And then I'm going to do 0 plus 5 equals 5. Okay, boys and girls, if you still need to go ahead and fill that out, please go ahead and put pause right now so that you can finish filling it out. Again, I want to remind you, this must be in your best handwriting. If it is not in your best handwriting, I will give you another piece of paper and you will fill it out again. Okay, so go ahead and put pause now if you need to fill it out. If you're done filling it out, then you can go ahead and put it back in your folder or in your binder. Okay, The next thing that we're gonna do today is we need our weather graph. I asked you to pull that out. Looks like this. So let's continue. So this looks a little different, doesn't it? So every day of the month will be one box, okay? So today, the weather seems pretty cool. It hasn't been too hot. I think it's because of the fires going on. At least right now for me, it's been pretty cool. Mornings are cool, right? But the rest of the day is pretty warm. For me right now, it is cool. So I am going to shade in cool. So with a crayon, I would like you to color that in. Great. So today, it feels pretty cool. That's all you need for today. As soon as you're done coloring this little box in, you are done. So go ahead and put your weather graph away as well. Perfect. Okay, boys and girls, as I told you, today we are going to be learning how to tell time. Raise your hand if you already know how to do this. You already know how to do this. Oh, many of you. You, inside of your binder, have this sheet of paper. Raise your hand if you have this sheet of paper. It's blue and it's red. We were going to do this today. We were going to do it, but Miss Santana forgot to give you the little pin that holds your clock together. So unfortunately, we're not going to do this today, okay? So I know it's inside the binder. All you have to do is leave it in the binder, okay? You don't have to do this today. So on your homework sheet that I gave you in the front, you can cross it off, okay? But we're not going to do this today because I didn't give you the little safety pin that goes in here. Okay? If you do have one handy, your parents know what that is, then you can go ahead and do that with your parents. But if you don't have to do it. Okay. So let's begin with learning how to tell time. I'm going to share my screen once more. Okay. So we're going to begin first by drawing a circle. You don't have to write anything. I'm doing this, and all you should be doing right now is listening and watching me finish this circle. So a clock is normally circular. That's my circle. This is my other clock. What do we notice about the clock? Let's see, what do you notice? Start saying it out loud. What do you notice? Okay, there's a short hand. There's a long hand. Blue. There are numbers. The numbers go up to 12. There's also other numbers, and those go up to 60. Do you see the pattern in the numbers? No, you don't see the pattern. Take a quick look. Look at that clock. Try to see if you can see a pattern with the numbers. Okay, yeah, that's one pattern. The numbers all go up by 1, right? Well, except the 12. It goes from 12 to 1. But let's see, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of the red numbers go up by 1. Which hand do you think the red numbers belong to? You're right. It's this red hand. Now the numbers on the outside, those are what color, if you can tell? They're blue. So what color, what hand do you think these blue colored numbers belong to? You're absolutely right. The blue. So a clock is so important because it helps us know what time it is, right? So let's begin by sketching this clock. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by writing the number 12 at the top. And then I'm going to start by writing the number 6 at the bottom. And then I'm going to write the number 3 on the side. And then I'm going to write the number 9. Now I can fill it out, right? 1, 2, 3. What comes after 3? 4, 5, 6. What comes after 6? 7, 8, 9. What comes after 9? 10, 11, 12. Good. Now, the shorthand, the little hand, will always tell you what hour it is. So, if the little hand is pointing at the 3, I'll do it in red. If the little hand is pointing at the 3, what time is it? What hour is it? You're very right. It's 3 p.m. Now, what if so let's move it all. You guys have this as well, so you guys can take this out and use it. So we have to move the blue hand. The blue hand is the minute hand. So you keep on moving it. Don't try to move the red or else you will break it. Move the blue hand to the 3. But the blue hand must be at the 12. That lets us know that it is 3 o'clock sharp. Okay, let's try another example. Please take out your clock right now. If you do not have your clock in front of you, put pause right now and go get your clock. Okay, now that you're back with your clock, let's try some examples. What if the time says that it is 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock. Where should your red hand be? Should it be on the 3? No, the red hand, the short hand, tells me what hour it is. So I'm going to move my blue until my red hand is on the 5. Okay, now it's on the 5, but is my blue hand back at the 12? No, so I have to keep on going until my blue hand is at the 12 and my red hand is on the 5. Once that is there, that tells me that it is 5 o'clock. The blue hand has to be on the 12 for it to be 5 o'clock. Okay, what if I told you it is 6 o'clock? Yep, the blue hand will go, the red hand will go on the 6, and the blue hand will go all the way to the 12. It's like it's dividing it. What if I told you it was 8 o'clock? Can you show me what 8 o'clock looks like? Let's try it. This is what 8 o'clock should look like. Raise your hand if you got that right. Good. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tricky one. Show me what time 12 o'clock is. Remember, the red hand must be on the number for that hour. Okay, show me what you got. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, boys and girls, that is all that we are doing for today. Those were just a couple of examples. We will continue learning more about clocks later on in our meetings. Thank you for joining me. You have, for your math homework, again, remember, you don't have to do this. You do not have to do this. For math homework, you have to finish this worksheet. Okay? Perfect. Thank you, boys and girls, for joining me. Have a great day. Totus tuus, Maria.